Hey guys, let me share to the group here. I'm trying to get YouTube live going as well, so give me just a second. I can share it. No, you want me to? Okay, we're gonna share real quick. There I am. So you hit share, share to group, so you know for next time. Now it's shared. Go in the group and see if you see it.
I don't know how to do that.
Go to the Paleo Barbie Does Keto group. Hey guys, let me know if you're on. Say hi. I'm trying to go live on YouTube too, but my computer's not cooperating. I'm not sure why. So I'll leave it going. If it doesn't ever come on, I'll just end up saving this on the YouTube. I decided I want to sit tonight, so I am going to do this sitting here at the table. So once you get on, say hi. I'll give everybody a minute to get on. I'm going to make Crockpot brisket. Of course, it's not going to be done tonight. It's going to cook. We need to cook for a while. And I'm going to make some coleslaw to go with it, some keto coleslaw. I'm going to post in the links I can't see anyone's comments. If you hear comments, so I can see you. There we go. Hi, Rosio. How's your Friday going? So I'm going to put the recipe for the coleslaw, which is not my recipe. The coleslaw recipe is Ketoginja's recipe. So Amanda over at Ketoginja, it's a really great recipe. I love it. I'm going to tweak just a couple of things to it, but overall it's her recipe. The brisket recipe I have found on Pinterest, but I tweaked it because it was not keto. We needed to get all that sugar out, so I've got it tweaked for us. So I made a dry rub, and I'm going to post the recipe in the link below for that. And then let me just turn this off because it doesn't look like the YouTube is going to work. Last time I did a YouTube one, it worked, so I don't understand what's going on. Anyways, so I'm going to post the link for the dry rub and tell you how to do the brisket, and then I'm going to post a link for the coleslaw as well. So you'll have the recipe for this. Now this is all I'm not using all of this. I put some in a bowl to use, so I've got quite a bit left to use another time. And I'm sure it would be good on ribs or any kind of barbecue. So I got a small brisket because it's just me and my husband. My son is home this weekend, but he probably won't be home much because he's working and he's, there's a girlfriend thing, you know how that goes. So what's everybody cooking tonight? Put that in your comments down below. Also share, y'all. Share this on your timeline. Share it to any other groups that allow you to share this kind of stuff in there, just so we can get more people watching. So the first thing we're going to do to our brisket is we're going to put the dry rub on. And because we're cooking it in the crock pot, we'll be cooking it on low for 12 hours. I've already sprayed my crock pot with some, I used the avocado oil spray. You can use whatever you have. And that way it's not going to stick to it. But I've got my dry rub in here. I'm going to add to this dry rub some olive oil, about 1/4 cup. And the reason I'm adding the olive oil and a couple other things to it is because we're cooking it in the crock pot, we want to have a little moisture. And of course we want to add a little fat, so we're adding our good olive oil for our fat. I'm putting in some liquid smoke. This is going to be about 2 tablespoons. Give or take, I'm eyeballing it. And the last thing is, let me grab it, some apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon. And that's going to help make that brisket nice and tender. I'm going to add that in. And we'll be using this again for our coleslaw here in a minute. So I'm just gonna mix all this together. Really good. It's gonna be kind of messy, but that's okay. I may add a little bit more of my dry rub in here. Wherever I put that, there it is. Just because I have a lot of liquid. Making chili. Chili sounds really good. It's supposed to be, it was like rainy this morning, and now it's cleared up and has been sunny, but it's supposed to be rainy again in the morning, so yeah, I'm gonna thicken that up a little bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, it's called a dry rub, but then you're mixing it with liquid, so it's really not really a dry rub anymore, I guess. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put the brisket in the crock pot to do this. That way all the liquid will fall onto the crock pot, or in the crock pot, instead of on the cookie sheet and not get on. So I'm just gonna drip this on here, and then I'm gonna liberally coat it all over the brisket. And like I said, okay, so what we'll do to cook it is you're gonna put it on low for 12 hours. That's why this is for tomorrow, not today, obviously, because we would not be eating it tonight. And I'm gonna liberally just rub that all over both sides. And flip it if you need to. Nice and coated. So after the 12 hours, I'll take it out. Hi, Lisa. After the 12 hours, I will take it and I will place it on the cookie sheet, put it under the broiler to just get that nice crust like you would have if you cooked it outside. And that black crust, you know, that you get on brisket. So that's what it looks like all coated. Okay, so I'm gonna go put this by the crock pot. Gonna go grab wipe my hands off. I'll be right back. All right, it smells amazing, guys. That liquid smoke makes it smell like it's been cooking, or like it's been cooking outside. So if you never use liquid smoke, it smells really good. All right, so now we're gonna make the coleslaw. And let me show you what I got these packets at Aldi to make the coleslaw with. They have all these little things in them, you know, because this is like a sweet kale chopped salad. I'm gonna take out all those things. And just use the vegetables. The reason I got the kale one instead of the traditional coleslaw one is because this one didn't have carrots, and that way I don't have to worry about picking them out, or you don't have to pick them out if you don't want to anyway. But you know, that's just me. I'm gonna go ahead and open these and remove that packet of all that stuff, and get my bowl over here. Dump it in. And I will post this recipe. If you just joined us, I'm making Crockpot brisket, and I'm making Ketoginja's coleslaw recipe with a little bit of a tweak. Now I'm going to use about half, well, I'll go ahead and use the whole bag. This will make a lot. It calls for 1 bag of coleslaw mix, but I'm not sure how big her bag was. So I may add a little more of the dressing if I find it's not wet enough. But it's gonna sit overnight, so it will get a little bit juicier, probably. All right, so let's make our coleslaw dressing. So first thing we need is some mayo, and I'm using Duke's because, yes, it has soy in it, which I try not to eat. But when I'm making coleslaw or something like this, I don't wanna waste a half a jar of Primal Kitchen mayo on, it's $8 a jar on coleslaw. So I will use this one because, yeah, your girl's on a budget, right? So we're gonna do about 1.5 cups because we've got more than just 1 bag here. So let me just measure out 1 cup, and then I'll get some more. So I've got chili for dinner. Lisa, what are you having for dinner tonight? I'll tell you guys what I'm having, because obviously this is for tomorrow. I'm having spaghetti squash with, I've got some scallops that I bought at Aldi, and I'm just going to saute them in butter and garlic, and we're going to eat that over the spaghetti squash. Because we had like a 0 carb lunch and pretty much like a 3 carb breakfast, so figure we can have the spaghetti squash tonight. Okay, so I did a little extra because this is a lot of slaw. And I'm not a really big coleslaw person, but I like this recipe. So, there you go. All right, move that out of the way. All right, so next I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of my apple cider vinegar. Okay, and then we're going to put some white vinegar. So that's one of the things that's different about her recipe is she has both kinds of vinegar in it, which I kind of liked the taste of. We're going to put, a tablespoon of this. Okay. And then we're going to add our spices. We need salt and pepper and some swerve. So here's our pepper, or our salt. Fourth a teaspoon, I think. Yeah. Salt. Pepper. You love coleslaw. You don't like mayo, but you love coleslaw. What can you substitute with? I don't know.